First, local, live. Now from Central Oregon's news leader, this is Beyond the Score with Dylan Anderman, presented by Central Tire.
Hello, Central Oregon, and welcome to episode 50 of Beyond the Score. Each and every week, we highlight Central Oregon athletes, teams, and the people that make the sports community great. Tonight, we start with something a little different. In the 2025-26 high school season, several teams won a state title or placed highly in the state. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 boys teams from the year. First, some honorable mentions. Summit boys baseball team won the state title last year, and despite losing most of their team, come back to win the IMC this year and even made it to the state semifinal. Shout out them. The Summit boys soccer team was one of the most exciting teams to watch this season. This year, the Storm boys fell in a heartbreaker in the semifinals, losing to Corvallis in PKs. In my last honorable mention, the Crook County boys basketball team, the Cowboys, proved to be a top team in the state this season, and in their first year in the 5A classification, they won the Intermountain Conference and made it to the state championship game, where they ultimately fell in overtime to Park Rose. And wait, we have one more honorable mention. It's the Summit Storm football team. The Storm made it to the state championship game as the #1 seed and fell to Silverton. Now for my official top 5. At number 5, we have a rugby team, the Bend Blues rugby team. The Blues won the Oregon Rugby State Championship this year. They took down Camas 24-12 in the Oregon Rugby Final. The Blues are made up of players from several different schools. Shout out to the Blues on the title. In 4th, I have the Trinity boys basketball team. The Trinity boys basketball team won their first ever basketball state championship this year. Their starting lineup was one of the best in Central Oregon and proved to dominate schools throughout several classifications. The Saints beat the Regis Rams this year 88-84 in the 2A state championship. And next up, we got the Culver Bulldogs. Culver takes the 3 spot because they outscored the second place team by nearly 100 points. The Bulldogs have been one of the most successful programs in state history, and they continued it this year, winning the 1A, 2A title with 189 points. At number 2, we had a lot of Summit teams in the honorable mention, and now the Summit boys track team makes it on the list. There was never a doubt the Summit Storm was going to win the state title this year. The boys captured their 3rd state title in 4 years. The Storm scored 103 points, 22 more than the second place finisher. Now that brings us to the best team of the year, the Summit boys golf team. The Storm boys won their 4th state title in 5 years by 30 strokes. The performance from the Summit boys proved to be one of the most dominant of the year. Top performances from seniors Bryce Grieve and Jack Mitchell led them to their state title. And that's the boys list. Now let's move on over to the girls side. But first, we got some honorable mentions for you. The Bend High girls volleyball team made its way to the state championship this year. After capturing a league title, they fell to South Albany in the championship game. Next up is Caldera girls track. The Wolfpack were 7 points away from repeating as state champions this season. Caldera finished 2nd in the state at the state championships this year. And our only honorable mention that's also a state champion is the Summit girls cross country team. They took home gold this year. Now for our top 5s. First, we go back to the Storm and start with the Summit girls track team. The Storm girls won their 3rd state title in the last 4 years, clinching the title in the final race and taking down the defending champs at Caldera. At number 4, we have the Crook County girls wrestling team. In the top classification in the state, the Crook County Cowgirls finished with 140 points to win the 5A, 6A state title. The Cowgirls were new to the 5A, 6A classification, but it did not matter as they beat the 2nd place team by 10 points. At number 3, we have the Caldera Wolfpack softball team. The Wolfpack showed that they were the best team in the state basically the entire season. Caldera went 29-1 en route to an IMC title and a state title, which they won by beating Wilsonville 9-4. And my number 2 is ahead of the Wolfpack because they did not lose a single game, the Bend High Lava Bears girls soccer team. The Lady Lava Bears lost in last year's state title game, and this year they ended the Wilsonville Dynasty, beating them 3-1 in the semifinals to head back to the state championship. The IMC champs then beat North Eugene in a 1-0 game, winning the state title and getting the redemption. Bend wins 17-0-1 on the season. And at my number one, possibly the greatest dynasty we have ever seen in the state of Oregon, the Bend High girls swim team. The Bend High swim team captured their 4th consecutive state title this season. The Lava Bears outscored the entire podium, which was all IMC teams. Bend scored 112 points. For comparison, Summit was second with 42 points. The Lava Bears broke several state records once again, and that's why they're the best girls team from the school year. That concludes my list. Here is the top 5 girls teams from the past year.